What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Collectibles DC Essentials Batgirl. Here we do have Batgirl in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll have a better look at the figure inside. So stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Batgirl posed and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what she comes with. Unlike past essential figures, Batgirl actually does come with accessories. She does come with 2 pairs of hands, she comes with a pair of fists, and then she comes with a pair of grasping hands. Her final accessory is of course a batarang that does fit in either of her grasping hands, and it's just a reuse of the same batarang that we saw with Batman. It's nice that we get to see some accessories, although I would have liked to see more batarangs, maybe some more grapnel guns or something like that. But I'm at least glad we got some accessories with Batgirl. So what we're going to do now is actually take a closer look at Batgirl. And so here we have a closer look at Batgirl. And I have to say, I love this head sculpt, but there's something wrong about it. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if it's because her mask comes all the way down. I believe the burn side should only come to right about there. It shouldn't actually come all the way down. Maybe it's the ears. The ears are a little short, but then again, Batgirl's ears are really short. There's just something about this head sculpt that looks right, but at the same time, something doesn't seem right. I don't know if that makes any sense or if you guys see it too, but it's a nice head sculpt, but something seems off about it. I can't put my finger on it. I've been trying to figure it out, but like I said, I love and hate this head sculpt. There's something about it that I don't like. I do love the fact that her hair is poking through the back, and it is a separate appliance, and you can see right here there's a seam line. I really wouldn't be playing around with this too much because it might tear. This isn't meant to be posable, so do be aware that the hair, though soft, is not meant to be moved around as a separate thing. You can see a lot of detailing on Batgirl. Now, one thing that the Essentials line has been criticized about is the use of the same torso, and I'm happy to actually report that Batgirl has a unique sculpt. Everything about Batgirl seems unique with the exception of her bicep. The torso is of course her own unique sculpt. You can see the neck piece does come up, has a belt that clips on. Her cape is of course clipped on with 2 buttons right there. You can see even the zipper is sculpted. It's sculpted all the way down. In fact, if I put a little shadow right there, you can see the zipper goes right through the bat insignia, which is sculpted. It's not just painted on. Going on to the back, it's pretty plain on the back of her costume, but you can see there is a little bit of line work here, so I do appreciate that. Going on to her arms now. Like I said, her bicep is the only reuse I can see from any of the female figures, because it's just a standard bicep. But she does have a unique forearm. Now, something I'll point out about her gauntlets is it does have a single spike on both sides. Now, mine out of packaging, they were actually warped inward, so they were actually bending inside. A little heat to that got them both to the form that they're supposed to be, but if they are that way, just take a hairdryer for about 30 seconds and they'll correct themselves. I really do love the cape that they went with Batgirl. It's this really nice, it's not black, it's almost like a dark, really dark blue, and my camera is picking up this really nice shade of almost midnight blue, and then on the inside we have yellow, which is accurate. She has a utility belt right here, which I believe her phone goes in here. I might be wrong, but the phone goes in here. We have some more little attachments right here, her utility belt there. Again, her torso is uniquely sculpted, so I do like that. Even her legs have their own unique sculpt. They're not just generic. The line work right here is sculpted on. You can actually see where the paint is applied. So really do like that. And then on this leg we do have a belt. I'm pretty sure that that's supposed to mimic a holster like that, but they didn't want to keep it there, so I can see why they did that. A little bit of paint error right here on mine. You can see the black, or not the black, but the navy blue kind of got on the purple. Really liking the boots. The boots are also nicely done. You can see the laces are sculpted and have a little bit of wash in there just to give them some added detail. So I do appreciate the things that DC Collectibles did with this Batgirl. Still a little iffy about the face though, but anyway, what we're going to do now is actually compare it to a few other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Batgirl posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Batgirl posed next to a Marvel Legends Black Widow and a DC Multiverse Green Lantern. Here we have Batgirl posed next to a DC Essentials Marionette and a DC Essentials Batman. And finally, here we have the DC Essentials Batgirl posed next to the DC Multiverse Batgirl. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually take a look at Batgirl's articulation. Batgirl here does sport the standard Essentials articulation. Her head is on a ball joint, although it doesn't give much movement. You can see it only moves up to about there, moves down to about there, doesn't lean side to side, does rotate really nicely, really easy, no problems there. She does have a hinge in the neck, which lets her look up and down. Arms are on a ball joint, go out to about that far. They do a full 360, swivel at the bicep. She is double jointed at the elbow, no issues there. She does have a swivel and a hinge right here in the wrist. She does have a really nice diaphragm joint, so she can crunch forward about there, can crunch back that far, can tilt to the side, to the other side, and rotation right there. Nothing in the waist, but that's understandable. They didn't want to break up the sculpt, but her legs do go forward and back only to about there. She can do the split, no problem. She does have a thigh swivel, although it's really stiff on mine. Let's see if this, yeah, this one does move. This one's a little stiff. She has double bend in the knee, does go all the way up. Swivel right in the middle of her calf, that could have been hidden right here at her boot, but she does have a hinge in the ankle going forward and back, goes really far forward, and then forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So she does not have the standard Essentials ankle. She has a regular ankles, which I'm really happy for. Makes standing her really easy. Better than all the other Essential figures I've looked at so far. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get her posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the DC Essentials Batgirl posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really like the way this figure came out, and I am really glad that DC Collectibles actually threw in some accessories for this figure. If this figure had just come with fists, I would have been a little bit upset, but the fact she comes with grasping hands and a batarang, that makes me so happy. It would have been nicer if we got some open hands for some display options, and maybe another batarang or two, because you can never have too many batarangs. If you do have the DC Essentials Batman, you can go ahead and take that batarang and add it to Batgirl, because they are the exact same sculpt. Overall, this Batgirl is nicely sculpted, has really good articulation, and I love the ankles. She probably has the best ankles out of all the Essential figures I've had a look at. There's still 3 more that we have to see, and we'll take a look at them as they go along. But as for Batgirl here, I really do recommend you add it to your collection. If you're a fan of the Bat family, Batgirl fan, or just want a really nice Batgirl in your collection, this is a really nice figure to have. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other DC collectible videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting figures that I will be reviewing soon. And as always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.